I got a doo-doo in my butt, and I don't know what to do. What the
Ah, yes, that's the Xbox we know. Stepping on a gigantic rake, or in this instance, several of them just mere moments after it gets a tiny bit of positive momentum. You see, Xbox is allergic to success, just like Satya Nadella has an aversion to growing hair on his bald, miserly little head that he waxes daily before fisting the creativity out of any remaining teams at Xbox. And just like Nadella's head, the future of Xbox once looked bright and shiny, but now is as soiled and infected as the River Ganges. Microsoft, that is making record levels of revenue and profit from its gaming division, decided to reward its staff. How? By defecating violently on them. Mass layoffs across multiple studios, killing off multiple projects that have been in development for years, and erasing an entire studio that it built from the ground up. Where do I start with this absolutely colossal shit show? How about we start with Everwild?
What game, just a little tease for the community, what game should people be excited about?
And the other one I'll say, because I was recently out at Rare, it's nice to see the team with Everwild and the progress that they're making.
It's been a while.
You know, it's another one that it has been.
Dearest Uncle Phil was gassing up Everwild just a few weeks ago, a game that has been in development for longer than Gal Gadot has been pretending to be an actress.
I need you to give me the stone.
11 long bloody years since Rare has been developing what is now confirmed to be nothing more than a byproduct of some art director's imagination after a DMT overdose. And all Rare has been doing is just shitting out Sea of Thieves updates for the best part of a decade. But that's a lot more than what this next studio ever produced. The Initiative, which can now be discussed in the past tense, is a microcosm of the state of Xbox. Everything looks nice when written on paper, but when it comes to execution, Xbox follows that up with the precision of Caitlyn Jenner's surgeon, leaving the future of Xbox's future prospects looking like a melted wax statue that has struggled to withstand the forces of gravity. You bastards. You cancelled one of my most anticipated games of this generation after showing us a vertical slice of what is probably fake gameplay. It looked so good. How did the Initiative get shit canned, but not Compulsion Games that has been over-promising and under-delivering since its inception? The Initiative was supposed to consist of the best developers in the world, an explosion of creativity, and a meeting of the minds in this once dubbed quadruple A studio. Now you can take away 2 of those A's, and you can imagine the kind of meeting the ex-employees of this shuttered studio are presently attending. Like a spoiled rich kid, Xbox thought it could open its checkbook and hire all the top-tier talent in the world and just shit out a banger of a game. But then, all the talent left, because in a shocking realization to Xbox, you need to actually manage these creatives. And so Xbox had to ask Crystal Dynamics to come to help develop this game. But alas, even the legendary creators of Tomb Raider couldn't even save Xbox from spitting on the legacy of this classic IP. Brace yourselves for another 10 or 15 years of people asking for the revival of this project like Scalebound. Except, Perfect Dark actually looked good. If what they showed off was real, of course. It wasn't just announced games that got culled. Several unannounced projects across the Xbox portfolio got wound down, according to the Xbox Game Studios' Matt Booty. Like Phil Spencer, Booty also vomited a hollow PR statement that sounded like it was generated using the free version of ChatGPT. These decisions, along with other changes across our teams, reflect a broader effort to adjust priorities and focus resources to set up our teams for greater success within a changing industry landscape. What the fuck does that mean, you may ask? It means that these executives need to hold on to their bonuses. Head of Xbox Phil Spencer is even brazen enough to say the following: I recognize that these changes come at a time when we have more players, games, and gaming hours than ever before. Our platform, hardware, and game roadmap have never looked stronger. Are you sure about that, bruv? Your hardware is tanking harder than people's trust in you. Your platform now exists in the clouds, and your roadmap just got lasered. But no, things never looked stronger. This guy doesn't even pretend to take off his mask now. What do you expect from Mr. Just 4 Games? Imagine if you were a dev applying for a position in the gaming industry. How enticing does it actually look to work at Microsoft Game Studios? The illusion of security that a $1 trillion company can offer has been shattered harder than Will Smith's music career.
I'll change your life if you let me.
There are no guarantees. If your game wins any awards, your studio can still die like Tango Gameworks did. If Uncle Phil does a nice photo shoot with you and the team and publicly praises your game, don't be happy. Be nervous, because the record shows that you'll most likely have to contend with Sue from HR descending upon you with a quadruple oscillating chin as she pretends to be sad, as she tells you to pack your things and piss off from the office where you dedicated over half a decade on building something that will never see a light of day, or because some art director decided to stick some mushrooms up his ass and convinced Phil Spencer and the executives that the shareholders would really like this little video game idea of theirs. The layoffs also hit Legacy Studio Turn 10 behind the Forza series. Half of their staff got murked. This one isn't so surprising because despite the last Forza being half decent, it still wasn't up to the usual standards, and its player base is about as large as DJ Khaled's step count. But that means Xbox's prized racing sim studio might never really rise to the top again. Xbox was banking on mobile gaming, but even King saw layoffs, ZeniMax saw layoffs, and now we're hearing that freaking Halo Studios has got layoffs. Loads of marketing areas got turfed, and now this huge, massive cloud hangs over the Xbox first-party portfolio. Who knows what other studio will be next? And again, seriously, how the hell is Compulsion Games still alive? Like I said in my previous videos, you need to come to terms with the reality that Xbox that you loved has long been dead. It's all Microsoft's game now, and it's a cold and brutal one that has as much soul as an Excel spreadsheet. Any Xbox fan with a spine should be sticking their middle finger up at the executives whose failure has resulted in these cuts and years of capitalizing on the excitement of fans only to fail to deliver again and again. And this really goes for all platforms, especially Sony. We're holding on to the expired ideals whilst giving these companies the benefit of the doubt. I have said time and time again, the AAA space is a complete, utter shit show, propped up by hubris, trend chasing, designed by committee, and empty promises, and steered by executives who seem to be blagging their shareholders without any real understanding of what this craft and industry is really about. And the console space especially is a shit show as well, which is why PC is the future and so is Steam, where AA's and indies are thriving despite the challenges facing the entire industry. Now, wait for me to sing a song about Phil Spencer, but I won't be serenading him this time round. And smash the like button harder than Nadella smashed Xbox's backdoors it safe.